Hey everyone, this is Tina with Overall Adventures. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm so happy to be here. And this video is really near and dear to my heart because it's something I struggle with a lot, and that is basically the transition out of college or high school, depending on who you are watching this video, and it could be any kind of major life transition, but I'm specifically going to talk about the transition from college, especially if you went to college for something in the arts, into the real world. I got an email actually a couple months ago from a dear subscriber friend, Kira, who was saying that she just feels like this is the first time in her life when she cannot bring herself to create anything. And she recently had graduated from college, and it was the first time where she felt like, oh my gosh, why can't I make anything? I'm totally uninspired, I'm totally exhausted, I'm totally sad, and I'm so confused. Like, why is this happening? I finally don't have school to worry about, and I can't make. What's the deal? You know, like usually most graduates like look forward to graduating so that they have the time to make the kind of things that they want to make. Why not? Well, it's totally normal, like the first few years after graduating, to struggle with making if you are in the arts. So this is my guide to you from raw life experience. So hopefully this wisdom will help. There's two main reasons why you're having trouble creating. The first is the basics. It's kind of like, what is that Maslow pyramid triangle thing, where it's like in creation is a gift, and in order to be able to make, we need to have the basics in check, like rent, like figuring out where you're gonna live, how you're gonna make some money, how you're gonna eat. I know for most college kids, you know, you have like a cafeteria. It's the first time in your life where you have to like figure out, for some people, like how you're gonna cook. And that takes a lot of time. Grocery shopping, maybe you're in a new city, that's exhausting. So those basics take up so much mind space, and you have to be gentle with yourself and allowing yourself to kind of transition with those basics in mind. Creation, if that's the triangle of things that we need, creation is like all around that, kind of buzzing. So allow yourself to take the time to get the basics in check. The second big reason is that college, specifically in high school, college creates purpose for you, and it creates a purpose for your art. So you have finals, right? Maybe you have gallery shows, maybe you have set poetry nights that you have to perform at. You know that there's a theater production that you have a chance to be in. There's all these kind of like milestones. Maybe you have to do a thesis before you graduate. And those are all opportunities and motivators for work. It's the first time that all of the sense of purpose or all of the assignments for art are gone. It's all now coming solely from yourself, instead of a professor saying, you know, hand in your creative writing story, or, you know, let's see your monologue, or, you know, let's show us your composition, the song that you made, or here, like, where's the dance performance? It's the first time where you don't have anybody kind of watching over you to say like, let's create, let's go. So that is a huge shift in transition. How do I fix this? Or allow yourself to not create and use this as an opportunity to learn gentleness with yourself. And remember that you don't have to be making art every single day in order to consider yourself an artist. There is no like art police out there saying like, oh, you didn't make anything this month or this week or this year or this 2 years. You are always a child of creation. You are made from creation. You are an artist, whether you make every single day or whether you haven't made in 10, 20, 30 years. You can push through that and try to illustrate how you're feeling right now. This is more of like a grit your teeth and bear it, and kind of just be like, I'm slapping paint on, or I am doing a monologue in my bathroom. You know, create even more if you can do that. Didn't really work for me, but that is an option. If you want to learn from some masters, I have some awesome books, a video on some books that I love about creativity, or you could find masters in your own field and take this time to like educate yourself and learn even more. Or also just remembering that art, all art, comes from experience and life experience. So go out and experience things that you can use. And this experience of graduating from college is a great one to work with, and a great one to write material from, or to create dances from, or to move from that place of lost and confusion. We need to see that. One big thing that recent grads do is that they say, oh, I only want a job in the arts in my field. Actually, Liz Gilbert discourages that. She worked at restaurants, all different kinds of jobs, and she emphasizes not working, intentionally not working in your field, because then it becomes a job. That external motivation that you got from college now becomes making money, and it puts a lot of pressure on the actual art, and in some cases takes totally the fun away from it when you have to maybe write for someone else. She believes that the best art comes from ourselves and our own digging rather than being told what to do from the outside. If someday I got lucky enough to be paid for my work, that would be great. But in the meantime, money could always come from other places. The last piece that I wish I would have done is to kind of every day stand up, look maybe in the mirror and saying, I am an artist. I am a writer. I am a singer. I am a dancer, whatever it is that you do. Even if you don't make anything, you have to believe. You have to believe in yourself regardless of whatever the world is throwing at you. It all has to come from the belly and the creative fire that I talk about. I got a piece of art in the mail and I haven't opened it yet, so I thought I would share it with you. Oh, Tina, you are a divine creature here on earth. You are loved, you belong, you are free. Oh my goodness. This is Skylar Bright. This is one of her pieces. She's 17 years old, sent me this art. So even if you just want to send me some art, you can do that. Check my email below and send me something. Isn't this in itself success, right? Just like sending a piece of yourself to someone else that you don't even really know. So please go support Skylar and go and support yourself, be gentle with yourself. If you need to make. If you need to rest. And your art is always with you. I'm sending so much love your way. I hope you can feel it. I'm feeling like very feisty and intense. Free spirit. Let's do this. Peace.